Okay guys, doing another opening. These are Menards cars. These are the hopper cars and they're the weathered ones. And it's a dealer pack of 4. And I've had these for, I don't know, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. Just haven't had the time to open them up. So let's see what we got. And again, the issue with the Menards cars is they all mostly have issues with, I gotta open those up, with the couplers not wanting to stay coupled. So there have been people that have done videos on how to fix those. I did the last video or couple, a couple videos ago. I was talking about trains and the Menards tank cars and what I had done to remedy the problem of the couplers uncoupling, and I just use rubber O-rings, and I don't even wait to see if they're going to uncouple anymore. Every Menards coupler, if I buy a Menards car, is going to get an O-ring, because I'm not going to wait and run a train and then have it either derail or come apart and then I have to fix it. I'm just going to assume that they're all like that and then fix them. Well, here we go. We've got the weathered hoppers. They're the weathered AC FX smooth-sided hopper from Menards. And I chose to get the weathered ones. You can get the ones that are actually not weathered. So let's see what this baby looks like. They're all going to be the same, other than they're going to have different road numbers. That's one thing about Menards that they're good with, is that usually they don't duplicate road numbers at all. So when they produce these, every single one of them has a different number. Now, as far as quality, compared to like LIONEL, you're not going to get the quality. But if you're buying a ton of cars, they're a lot lighter. If you're buying a ton of cars and you don't have the money, then they're a great option. So there you go. The weathering. I don't think the hatch is open. And some of them Menards are on the LIONEL cars is what I meant, if I didn't say LIONEL. The LIONEL cards are much better as far as quality and heft and realism. But like, you know, the hatches don't open on these. But yet you've got your walkway, and they did weather it. I mean, you could weather the cars yourself if you wanted. But it looks, I'm making sure, it almost looks like these are spring-loaded, but no. But they actually did weather the trucks, which is really cool. The trucks actually have some weathering on them, so I like it. And these do not open, so don't torque on them. But you've got your ladders, your brake wheel, your numbers, the yellow safety stripe so cars can see it. Pretty cool, actually, for the price. I forget how much I paid for it. But yeah, it's cool. There's even weathering on the couplers. So make sure that they're, yep. So what I will do, I'm not going to do it in this video, but I am going to put an O-ring on each one of these so they don't open up. But that is what they look like. So they're not bad. And they can run on 031, 032 track. And I got 4 of these. So they'll look pretty cool. I'm gonna get up here and put put it on my layout just so you can see what it looks like on a track. Ooh, runs a little stiff. Let me make sure it's on. And it could be because of the weathering. And then thing is too with these cars, they tend to bounce back and forth. So sometimes you actually have to go in, and I'll have to see if you can do it on these, is take the trucks off and try to put some washers in it or whatever. But I mean, they're fine for what they are. I didn't want to buy a bunch of covered hoppers at $100 a piece. So I have 4 of those, and I'm sure they'll be okay. But I'll lube up the wheels, give it a little grease, a little oil, and put the bands around the couplers so they don't come open, and then I'll put them on a train and run them. But my first thing I'm going to do in the next video is I'm going to run my new BNSF engine along with, these are both Dash 8s, run it in tandem with the other Dash 8 LIONEL, and we'll see how those two go together. But that's it, guys. That's the opening. I'm not going to open every one of the covered hoppers. I think you probably get the idea of what they look like. They're just all different road numbers. And that's what you get from Menards. Take care, guys. I hope you have a great Sunday.